Today's podcast is brought to you by our friends over at Smart2Play, a flexible solution for the modern workplace. That is for IT friends. Head on over to smart2play.com/FRD for your free offer worth over $570.
You know,
Nope.
Okay. It's hard to change, Brad, you know?
I don't know. I do it one leg at a time usually in the morning, but that's just me.
Yeah. No, I'm testing a laptop instead of my normal desktop. So there's a lot more space on my desk, which I kind of like, including that, what must be back there, the display I normally use, which is, I miss desperately. Yeah, I know. Anyway, here we are. I'm trying.
Yeah.
It doesn't help the fact that the laptop screen's about the size of a postcard, you know? When did that like a 5-inch screen become standard on laptops? Is this like it's normal? I don't know. What do you work? What do you work?
Your video's a little choppy. It's weird. It's hard to explain.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not going to be perfect. I mean, that's why I'm doing it here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So my Abyss Blue phone case that was supposed to arrive yesterday did not.
Well, there's going to be a lot of that going on, Brad.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get your order in for your phone?
I did.
Oh, you did?
I did.
And how did you talk to me? What did you do?
Well, I sat down at my phone.
All right. I don't really need this level of forensic detail.
No, I just ordered I did call an audible right at the end, though.
Mm-hmm.
I did call an audible. So same phone. I ended up going with the 256 storage over the 128, even though I technically don't need it.
You know what though? You hold on to this thing for years.
Right.
You don't know what the future is going to look like.
Like I could get away with it, but then, yeah. So
having to manage storage on any device is the worst.
It is.
You know. So you don't have to explain that. And you got the what is it, the bluish color, whatever that color was.
The bluish color that would look great with a navy blue leather case. That doesn't look good. Yeah. And
you ordered it from Apple directly, or from
I did.
And did you trade in your phone to Apple?
I did. I checked that box, so I will have to ship them off my goods.
It's a seamless experience. And how much did you get? What, you said 250 or 200?
250. I think 250 is what it is.
Right.
Which they make the process easy so far. Like I did it on my phone, which is actually I think probably much better than doing it on the PC because they actually have a workflow and you can save your pre-order last night, and so you just log in and just hit buy and then it's done.
So you did the app, like the App Store app.
Yeah.
Or the Apple Store app.
Yep. So it connects because it's all on your phone already. It connects to your phone. So like when it arrives, it should just activate. But with the trade-in, everybody probably already knows this but me, but it's like, here's your phone. Is this the one you want to trade in? You just poke it.
Oh, it's the easiest thing in the world. Yeah. Yep. They don't even ask a lot of questions. It's like, does it work? Yeah. Okay.
Does it turn on?
Yeah. It's a low bar now. Plus, let's face it. I mean, Apple or iPhone screen replacements are actually relatively cheap, but that means that for them, that must be, they must just have a factory full of these things, no big deal. So even if the screen was cracked, they'd be like, whatever. Does it turn on? Good.
Yeah. I mean, did you order anything, Paul?
Yep.
Brave. It's not a word we toss around lightly, but brave is
courageous. No, I don't. Like I said, if I had not bought the iPad Air whenever I did that, I feel like it was late last year, but probably early this year, I probably would have gotten an iPad Mini because I really like the design. But the thing is, I had been using it's probably a 9.7 or whatever, the 10.2, whatever the normal iPad is. I owned like every iPad Mini made until the most recent version. And like the last one I had just kept getting slower and slower, and it was horrible. And they hadn't really updated the iPad Mini, and so I got the normal one just for a faster processor for a slightly better experience. And actually that had the same problem over time. But anyway, I got used to the bigger screen. So I don't know. I think I'm good. I don't, like I said, I probably would have done it otherwise, but because of the way it went, I just spent $600 on an iPad. I don't really need a new one,
Yeah. It's very brave.
Thank you.
We will remember your.
It's a first in a way. I mean, I think the last time I didn't buy anything, even just to kind of review it, right? Like, and even if I thought, well, I'll probably just send this thing back or something. Um, I can't. I mean, it was a long time. There were very few iPhones I haven't used and owned. iPhone 4, the first one was one. That thing was a disaster anyway. And then maybe I didn't have an iPhone 5C, but I had a 5 and a 5S and 6. I mean, I think I pretty much used and at least bought and used every other one. I mean, I probably owned 15 or more iPhones over time. I something like that, maybe more. I don't know, a lot.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you know how much better it is.
Well, for you, it's going to be significant, right? I mean,
yeah. I mean, it doesn't even matter. I don't even. The only thing I care about is the battery and partially the camera. And
well, the battery's going to be great. The camera's going to be great.
Yeah, it's fun.
The performance is going to be great. The screen size, it must be a little. Is it a little bigger than what you have, or
I don't know what the 10 is. 10.
Should probably look that up. I mean, I don't even. Yeah, I feel like it might be a little bigger.
I think it's 6.1 is what the. Yeah. Oh, that might be annoying. My current phone is 5.8 inches, and the new one's 6.1.
Okay. I think you're going to be okay with it. And the other thing is you got to know that there is no version of an iPhone that has a new iPhone that has your screen size anymore, right? There's, even if I think they probably still sell do they still sell the XR? Maybe not. I know I think they still sell the base 11.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe they do. Maybe they do still sell the XR, but that thing's like 2 years old. And I bet it's the same size. I bet it's the same size,
I was not going to go for a Max. That I don't. If I wanted an iPad Mini, I would have bought an iPad Mini. But I don't.
The iPhone 11 Max, the Pro Max that I have, is still. I think it's the phone where it finally stopped for me. Like, phones getting bigger was always good, and then it hit this one, and I was like, this is too much. And the newer iPhone Pro Maxes are bigger and heavier and thicker, than the one I have, and I don't even like the one I have. So.
Well, something you might like is something that our friends over at Smart Deploy offer. Smart Deploy allows IT departments to re-image unlimited computer models from one golden image. Search their library for your models and grab your free subscription at smartdeploy.com/FRD. Wonder if Aaron or Heidi or any of those fun friends over there bought iPhones either. Spencer, maybe.
I'm curious how many iPhones are left out in the world to be upgraded. Like, I feel like last year was like this super cycle for them, and there's a lot of expectation that it just continues. I
thought they were expecting more this year than.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised by that, but I feel like you're kind of an outlier. But maybe I'm just in a little bubble here.
So I was thinking about that too. I'm sure they have the data of obviously they have the data of how many iPhone 10s and 10s's are in the world. Or
even like 8 Pros and SEs or whatever. I mean, I those guys are all. But yeah, anyone with a 10, you have a 10s, right? Yeah, like a 10, 10s. I mean, those things. I guess they're right in the sweet spot for
3
upgrading.
and 4 years old, so they can probably look and be like, look, we would expect 30% of people with 10s's that are used today to upgrade, and then we expect 50% of the iPhone 10s to upgrade, or X's, whatever we're calling it these days.
Yeah.
And then they look at the normal. They know roughly how many people who have iPhone 12s are going to move, because it's probably very, very static number, roughly, generation over generation. And
yeah, there won't be that many iPhone 12 folks, I would think.
Right, but then you could do the number for iPhone 11. Like they have the modeling, and so I thought they were expecting pretty decent.
No, I did too.
Uptake. So. If you want to slow things down, though, and you're not wanting to live on the bleeding edge of iPhones, you can now run Office LTSC.
Really slow down.
Yeah.
That's a weird one, by the way, for a lot of reasons. But it's sort of like the way server went. Remember, as Azure became bigger and bigger, server turned into this like limited workload kind of a thing. And they specify some very specific scenarios, like you're in a factory where you can't upgrade it, or whatever, and they're like, look, this thing's not getting any updates. We'll support it for 5 years, and there's no extended support. That's it. So it's like you can buy this thing. Commercial customers. This isn't for normal people. There's also going to be like an Office. I don't know what they're going to call it. 2022 probably. That if you want to go into a store like it's 1997 and buy a disc or something, there it is. But I don't know. I feel like most people have kind of moved on to either, the subscription or at least using the free web thing or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Microsoft's good like this. They'll support those people, our customers that need the other thing. Remember the thing we used to make?
Yeah,
sort of still make it.
You put them at the back of the line, like it's
Oh, they were literally at the back of the line. They were like new features. Yeah, it's a little faster and it has a few accessibility features.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's like
pretty much it.
Wow. All right. So 2019 was 2016 with no new features, basically, and now this is 2019 with 2 new features. I see. You can kind of see where it's going.
Yeah. Pretty soon, it's just gonna be the same thing, except just a new license to renew, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're actually not that far from that, anyways. Never mind. So
I know. Well, yeah. Right. I mean, yeah.
And there's also a new build of Winders out. Nothing really get excited about there. We're like 3 weeks away from the official. What is it?
The new Photos app is rolling out, by the way.
Yeah, that's true. It's technically, I guess, 3 weeks from Tuesday, because it comes out the 5th. So it's 2 weeks if I can do math.
It's 2 weeks from Tuesday. Yeah, so 2.5 weeks. Yeah, so this thing's barreling down the pike.
Yeah, that's quickly. That is quickly, and it is Friday. After all, you got anything on the big old Thorat agenda for?
No, not really. And I can tell you what I don't have is a new Photos app. What is going on with this thing? I keep checking for it. Damn you.
Oh, what else is going on? That's really about it. So, before we depart, make sure to check out our friends over at Smart to Play, where Semantic Ghost is faster and easier than SCCM. Visit smarttoplay.com/FRD for that offer worth $570. We'll be back on Monday. Yeah, without
Yep. Have a good weekend.